Hey y'all, I have some things to talk about. Like, for instance, I think I'm a little impatient, so I've been trying to work on my patience. But you know, when you try to work on your patience, you know, you get tested. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out how can I go about not saying nothing but saying something. Like, for instance, all right, if I'm walking into work, we know sometimes when we walking into work, some of y'all who I work with or have, this daycare downstairs, people, are bringing in their baby carriages, the babies, and then, the ones, the toddlers that's just starting to walk and everything like that. So, it's rush hour, rush time in the morning, and I'm glad that you're proud that your baby is walking and everything, but they just slow it in the way, and it's like you don't want to be rude or whatever, because they looking at you saying like, look at my baby, she walking, and you like, okay. Eventually the child is going to walk. I have to get the fuck upstairs. Like, black people, we know a lot of us don't get to work early. A lot of us really don't get to work like 10-15 minutes early for work every day. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on me. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I come in just enough time because I'm not giving them more because they're not giving me more. Well, that's probably not why. I'm just there at when I need to be there. So it's like, I'm in a groove, and I gotta keep, I got to be walking just as slow because you are proud of your new baby. And I get that, but how do you know what I mean? How do you not be rude, or how do you just be like, I just feel like, you should pick up your child and move to the side, or you should be considerate. I just think people are so inconsiderate sometimes. Maybe I'm taking it too far. Y'all looking like, oh my God, Marty. I'm not. I love kids. Anybody who knows me knows I love kids. I always have kids, whatever. I ain't got to prove nothing to you. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy, like my patience, because like I said, like I just feel like some things are just common sense and just out of consideration for other people. Again, like today at work. So go downstairs to the pharmacy. We got like a Dwayne Reed. No, what is it? Is it Walgreens? I think it's Walgreens. In the building. So I go in there because I like to buy the little $5 little headsets to listen to music at my desk. So I'm standing online, and the lady behind the register is having a conversation with somebody that works there. So of course I'm just like, okay, well, she's asked her a few questions, no problem. But they went into a whole full-blown conversation to where the cashier actually put the money down and like was like, oh my God, really? Is that how you lowered your cholesterol? Because I've been trying to lower my cholesterol, and I'm sitting there like, is she really like holding a full-blown conversation, and it's me and another lady waiting in line for her to ring herself? And I'm kidding, I'm not joking. Like, it's not like I was like, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, she needs to hurry up. Like, I stood there, I had to stand there for at least, I want to say 2 to 3 minutes. And that may not sound a lot to you, but if you sit and just stand still and watch a clock or whatever for like 1 or 2 minutes, that's a long time, especially when she's done. You rung her up already and you're having a conversation. So now my patience, and I get tested, and I can feel the inside of me just getting hot. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? How do you politely, and then like my brain, it's hard for me to speak and say, something decent or nice, because I want you to understand like you're way out of line. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning patience. So I didn't say anything. I just sat there and I was just like, So I said, okay, once, the heat inside of me, or what people say, the other part of me, I guess my little, my bad side or whatever, starts welling up in me. So I just kind of like gesture, let me go to the front. I grabbed little headbuds and I sat it down, and, I kind of let the lady walk around me, and I, was giving her my card and was handing it to her, and she still kind of was like, and I'm like, she's like, is this all you want? Yes. I've been wanting it for the past couple of minutes, actually. But, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like certain things are going to test my patience. And I'm like, I don't know how I work through it, but I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. I just think that in some form or fashion, like, people need to be aware about what they're doing and how they're affecting people and stuff, and understand that a lot of us is like really going crazy with the BS. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, I don't know if a lot of us really have good best friends and like decent people in our life to talk to us. I was on the phone today with my cousin. We'd be on the phone for hours. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about a whole bunch of things. Most of the time, relationship stuff, because me and her always are like, going through funny things in certain times of our life, and we started reminiscing about back in the day. And we was talking about like some of the like weird, not weird, but like crazy guys that we dealt with. And like, yo, this dude was really crazy. Like, you know, just she had a story about one time when you know, she came home and somebody was sitting outside sitting outside and, you know, in the backyard. And, you know, I was just saying like how one guy, well, a guy that I used to just like have like attitude over anything. Like it could be like an ant taking a shit. He like, why that ant gotta be so close to us taking a shit? Like, why are you so angry? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you have friends and family and people that you're around all the time like this, and nobody sat you down and was like, listen, you need to check your attitude, or you probably need to sit down and talk to somebody, because you're always upset. And when you're not upset, you know what I'm saying, you're cool, but then you get upset over crazy thing. Oh, why the hell it got the rain now? Or you know what I'm saying, you always think somebody out to get you, or you always feel like you're being attacked, or whatever case. Like, why don't we have, it's no way possible a lot of these people are walking around the type of people that they are and have friends. Sometimes it kills me when people like, oh, you know, I was over my best friend's house. Really? How do you act over there? Because you act like a goddamn fool when you're around me. And if he ain't telling you, or she ain't telling you, like, listen, you out of line. Listen, you a little bit too loud. Listen, now you know that shirt don't go with them pants. Now listen, you know that those pants are too big. Or you know that, you know, you got a hole in your sneaker. Like, it's okay to pull somebody to the side that you're supposed to have love for, and supposed to be your homeboy or your homegirl, and let them know what the hell is going on. For real. Because sometimes, you know, taking advice or criticism from like a significant other, or for somebody they really don't know, they just probably think, oh, you know, you're just emotional, you just mad right now, ain't nothing wrong with me. No, something's definitely wrong with you. When you're complaining about the sun rising in the morning because it's too bright for you and you don't get up until 8 o'clock, that's a problem. You know, that's some psychological problem going on. The sun rises every morning. Why are you upset? And I mean completely upset. It ain't like, damn, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I got to get up at 8 o'clock and the sun's shining through the shades. I don't know what's going on. I'm about to call the people who made the shades, and I'm going to tell them that they going to have to get my money back because I can still see the sun. You like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is the type of stuff that's going on, and you don't, at first you just think, you know, maybe this person's having a bad day, you know, I'll let that slide. Then you just start noticing more crazy psychotic shit. Like, wait a minute, here, you know what I'm saying? You came through your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you just didn't act like this overnight. You came through years of craziness. I know you had to be crazy around somebody. I know you're not just being like this around me. And nobody sat you down and said, listen, you need to talk to somebody, or what is going on, or better yet, give them a goddamn hug, something. But we as people, we need to really take responsibility for a lot of shit that's going on in this world, because we're not being good friends. You're not being a good friend. You're not being a good sister, mother, father, brother. You're not. And I'm telling you, you're not. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I know, like, if around, my mom is like the, you know, to put you in check, sergeant at arms. You're not coming in our house being disrespectful. You're not going to be loud. You're not going to be reckless. You're not going to just be saying what you want to say. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I go to my mom's house. I'm like, 10 yes, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know, because she has no problem telling you when you're out of line. And most of the time she's right. And she ain't nitpicking. She ain't trying to play you out. She's like, you all right? Because you got a little attitude today, and it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? She will say something. But a lot of people are walking around, nobody want to say nothing to them, but they whispering back, you know, such and such coming over here. You make sure y'all don't have music up too loud. Make sure y'all ain't burning no candles, because you know he don't like the smell of candles. It's just ridiculous. Everybody walking on pins and needles because you got a goddamn attitude for what? And you don't even know. You just angry. That's the problem. You need to sit down. You need to talk to people. You need to woosah. You need to get a hobby. You need to find out what you like. You need to figure some things out. We need to be good friends. That's what I'm saying. We're too grown to be having friendships and not being honest with our friends. Okay? Make sure you do it this weekend. You find that crazy friend and you say, listen, we need to talk. I don't want you in these streets ruining nobody's life or bringing nobody else down, because it's not fair. All right, y'all. I'm glad I was able to bug out with y'all. As always, love, peace, and hair grease. Over and out.